Hello everybody, my name is SilverContrail, and today I'm bringing you guys a mod pack created by Parcel31U. It's on the FTB launcher. It is a third-party mod pack. If you're unfamiliar with that, basically to get a third-party mod pack, what you want to do is hit the add pack code. It'll ask you for or add private pack button on the launcher. It'll ask you for the code. The code for this pack is in caps M, E, and then the number 3. So no spaces there, just the 3 characters. And then hit add. Then what you want to do is click on the FTB launcher in the third-party pack section. It's a tab right next to your regular packs. And then it should be in there. It'll be called Material Energy Cubed. So this pack has actually been getting a lot of popularity. It's been streamed by Slowpoke and some other guys that are fairly big. There's some YouTube videos for it that have been coming out, and I really wanted to play it. I've been wanting to play it for a while because I've known it's been in development. It's actually been in development in the room right next to mine. This pack was developed by my brother, actually, so I've had the opportunity to sort of see it as it comes along and is built, and we'll maybe do some developer commentary, that sort of thing later on. But of course we want to get right into the gameplay because that's what we're here for. This is of course modded Minecraft. We are playing in Minecraft version 1.6.4, so not quite the latest version, but that's what the Jam Pack competition, which is what this mod pack was made for, is in. So they're all in 1.6.4. But eventually they get ported to 1.7, but not quite yet. For now, it's totally playable, obviously, in 1.6.4. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So when you start off this game, you'll go ahead and get into the main menu, of course. You guys know how Minecraft works, right? You get to the main menu. So you can play single player, create a world. Now, it doesn't have any world options. This is because one of the mods on here is going to lock you into a world. So we'll just call this our ME3 world in all caps, apparently. Doesn't really matter. Create the new world. Now, like I said, it's not generating anything right now. It's simply loading in the existing world that was pre-made. So this map is designed to use the hardcore questing mod, which is the quest book right here. The hardcore questing mod is a very interesting mod that adds a bunch of challenges to the game, and when you complete those challenges, you will get all sorts of different rewards. And the goal is to complete them all, or to complete certain ones, whatever the creator wants you to. So anyone who wants to mess with the quest book, the hardcore questing mode, can create their own quest book. They can create their own quests in it. You've probably seen this already in Agrarian Skies or a couple of other different Agrarian Skies-like packs. This is something like Agrarian Skies, but it's also very different at the same time. So we'll go ahead and, of course, jump into this. Alright, so let's pop open the quest book real quick. Material Energy Cubed. So there's a little prologue here. Connected to Frequency HQ. Begin transmission. Long-range scanners have detected an explosion in the second level of Station Alpha. Power generation is offline, but the elevator shaft is still functional. One life sign reported. If you are receiving this message, you must bring full power online in order to power the teleporter for extraction. No help is being sent. You are by yourself. End transmission. So here we are. We are all on our lonesome out here. There's been an explosion, and we have to make this teleporter and escape. And that's sort of the storyline behind it. Like Agrarian Skies has the you have to rebuild the world storyline. That's sort of the storyline behind this, is that you're kind of stranded on here. So let's go ahead and click here to start. We have all of these different quests here, and you can complete them in turn. Hardcore questing mode lets you kind of use this book to navigate through the quests. So we will look at this. Normally in like Agrarian Skies you'll have the hardcore mode on where you have a certain number of lives, but hardcore mode in this case is not active, so you can die in this one and you'll be fine. There's no such thing as lives in this. The first quest is, well, first two quests that you can do is backup power. There's also a base tour, which is a repeatable quest, where you can take a tour of the base. I don't know if we should do this one first or do backup power first. Let's check out backup power. This is how I'm used to starting things here. Backup power. Getting a small bit of power online is the first priority. Not much can be done without power. I seem to remember a backup solar generator lying around somewhere, and I should check the chest on the 3rd floor and bring the generator up to the observatory, where it will have access to sunlight through the glass. The elevator is in the center of the ender-infused obsidian ring. Press shift to go down and space to go up. So right now, our detection task, we need to have a solar generator in our inventory. When we do it, we'll get all of these rewards. So really cool rewards. Or something, if you're into redstone, I guess. Okay, so let's exit out of that. This just says open me. Read me by Parcel 31U. Probably should have read this first. Oop, there we go. Welcome to Material Energy Cubed. If this is your first time in a spatial energy adventure, please refer to this guide for details. If in any case you lose this book, simply curl up on the floor and focus on breathing until you feel safe again. Rules, there are none. You're a rebel. Why limit yourself to silly little rules? Be adventurous and break all the blocks. Explore where you shouldn't, and most of all, find all those secrets. How to use the quest book. Open the book with the right click, stare at the picture for a while, maybe skim over the text on the right. At an adventure, why would you want to spend your time reading lore for the story when you can be killing mobs with an army of golems? Left clicking will bring you to the table of contents. Loud booming voice. Excuse me. Left clicking will bring you to the table of contents. Yeah, it's that special. And don't forget to use the scroll bar. And yes, it is a pain to scroll. So many people, when they stream this, they don't use the scroll bar. Click on the first chapter and you will have your first 2 quests available. You can tell what quest is available by the big glowing icon. I don't know if I'm supposed to use a booming voice for that one. Clicking on the manual submit, blah, 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 blah. Basically, this is saying how to use stuff. Anyways, map and modpack made by Parcel 31U for jam pack and public use. All mods are open permission. If you find anything wrong or need help, go to the FTV forums in the third-party modpack section. Speaking of which, I should have a link to the forum post in the description, so you can go ahead and check that out. If you need any help, of course, leave a comment here or leave a comment on that forum post. I will make sure the pack creator sees it. I will throw it at him. But make sure it's written in something we can understand. So yeah, we have this. We don't want to lose this book, so I'm going to put it back. Yes, let's go back to this quest here. Let's do this base tour. Maybe I should look around the base and see what's still functioning, what needs to be rebuilt. First floor, we need to check the elevator. This is the elevator. We are currently on level 1. So this is the observatory. Going down, press shift. Woo. Yeah, so this is the open block elevator. It lets you go up and down. So we visited the elevator. The observatory. I think it is 10 meters away. Am I getting closer? Yes. Okay. This must be the observatory front floor. Yeah. What you're seeing in here is a giant open space. In fact, I'm going to turn my map off. I forgot that it was off. We want coordinates off as well. I don't really want my map on right now. Lining the side is the spatial pylons. So, what are spatial pylons? This is a part of applied energistics that allows you to store 3D blocks in a spatial storage device card thing. I forget what it's called. Spatial store. That's not how you spell spatial. There it is. Spatial storage cell. Yeah, cell is the word I'm looking for. I guess they're not really called cells. Yeah, spatial storage. What this allows you to do is while you have these pylons, anything in this area can be loaded and unloaded, and that's really the, I guess you could say, the gimmick of this pack, and that's what really makes it cool. We'll talk more about that in a bit. So we visited the observatory, now we get to visit the chemistry set, which I think is over here. Or did it get moved? No, I thought it was over here. Oh, it is over here. Yeah, it's in here. Oh, we visited that. And the machine area. Let's go over here and visit this. So there's some machining stuff over here. That's pretty cool. Not bad. And we can check the second floor. This is storage. You can go ahead and break out of this. This is where you probably can't see much of this actually. Level 2 storage. It's a little dark down here. This is where that explosion happened. So there's some stuff kind of laying around. Things are kind of broken down here, but we have visited this, so we can go down another set of elevators. Down to the 3rd floor. This is the Victory Monument, level 3. There's a lot going on down here as well. First we want to visit the spatial storage. That's over here. Visited this. I'm going to go check out the Victory Monument, which is kind of on both sides here. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be over here. Did I make it? Not sure. Is this it? This is the monument he wants me to be at? 14 meters away. Oh, I wonder if it is the center of the room. Oh, it is the center of the room. All of these are basically secrets that you can place on here and try to complete all of the Victory Monument. Actually, these might not be secrets so much as they're just like monument items. What this is for the trophies from open blocks. So you're going to put your all sorts of different stuff in here. There's wool colors up here. Different sorts of things. All sorts of things. You try to unlock everything you can. Quite the variety. And these are all metallurgy blocks that you can place in here. I believe they are all metallurgy. Yeah, they are. Okay. And then finally this shape might look familiar. That's because it is a periodic table. And yeah, you're going to also place stuff on here and try to get all of the elements on the periodic table using Minechem. So lots of different things you can do there. Apparently there is a secret 9 meters away. I think I know which one he's talking about. I think he's talking about this one. I've seen this one a couple of times. This is actually a safe in here. Oh, there we go. There is a spider trophy inside and a basic reward bag. So that gives us all of our base tour. So we can actually do this quest again if we wanted to, but I'm not going to. We're going to do the backup power one. But first, let's put this trophy down. Since we have the trophy, we can put it right here. There, we got our spider trophy on our spider block. And then check the reward bag. Master Rod with Silk Touch 1. That is terrible. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But yeah, not bad. So again, this quest was telling me that there is generator is on a chest on the 3rd floor. So the only chest down here is this one. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to grab the solar generator out of here. This is what I want. So now that we have this, we can go ahead and check. Manual detect. It detects that it's in my inventory. Now I can claim my rewards. Sweet. Okay. So we got a couple of different things, as well as a spatial energy guide. And this is really important. This talks about how to use spatial energy. If you are unfamiliar, if you're playing this pack, and you are unfamiliar how spatial energy or spatial storage works, please read this book. Like, it will make your life 100 times easier. It is really not complicated at all, and you might be able to learn from this video, but if you're confused, consult the book. Just consult the book. Because, again, it will make your life easier. Because it is absolutely crucial that you know how to do this. Anyways, let's move on to the next quest. So we get this one done, so that unlocks getting food. So we're not going to last very long if we don't get some food. With a little bit of power, food should be no problem. I need to use the spatial storage on the 3rd floor where we keep all the farms for supplies. I won't have access to most of the farms since the discs are stored on the 2nd floor. That's the one that blew up. The sugarcane farm should still be loaded into the spatial I/O port, though. I will have to do with what I have for now. The lever next to the ME controller needs to be turned on to first provide power from the backup battery. Then a signal from the I/O port will cause the energy to be converted into material arrangement. The sugar farm. The backup battery only has a limited charge, and I might want to conserve power for the time being. If the energy cell runs out, I can always recharge it with a solar generator. Alright, so I kind of went through that pretty quickly, but I'll walk you through it again. So basically, what we have here is an ME controller. We have a couple of cables. We have the spatial I/O port, and then back here we have some energy cells. These energy cells store energy that are kind of applied to the ME controller. The ME controllers will always burn energy while they're on, all the time. Ideally, you don't want to run out of energy in here. These things only have a limited charge. You can charge them again with a solar generator. You've got a way to generate energy for free, but it's not fun. You don't really want to do that. So you want to make sure that when you're done using these things, you turn them off. And you can do that pretty much as soon as you use them. You only have to turn them on, use them for a brief second, then turn them right back off. It's no problem. Later on, it won't be a problem because you'll have power generation. You have a certain amount of power generation right now even, but once you get a whole bunch of it, it will not matter. But for now, you want to be a little bit cautious with that. Anyways, this lever right here turns on the controller, and that turns on these pylons. So, if we jump over here, we need this, the sugarcane farm. Stores a 16 by 16 by 16. That happens to be the range in here. 16 by 16 by 16. I think. Or it's shorter. Now if we put into this thing into the spatial I/O port, we see it's connected here. If I push this button, it loads the sugarcane farm. I'm going to turn this off. So I'm going to turn that off, and I don't know what it's doing. It should be off now, though. Is it off? I can't tell. Oh. Okay, it was definitely still on. But it is off now. Okay. So we've loaded the sugarcane farm in. We have to collect sugarcane. I don't know how much. Oh, there we go. We only need 10. So we can claim our rewards. We get a reward bag, decomposer guide, and a bed. The next challenge is general chemistry. With the sugarcane and the power from the solar generator, I should be able to use the chemical decomposer in the observatory to break down the plant into sucrose. Unfortunately, sucrose is a simple sugar providing little energy. I'll need to find a way to make better food soon. Alright, so we need to get some sucrose. Getting sucrose from sugarcane is only 75% change. Maybe if I craft it into pure sugar, I'll have a higher percentage. Oop, fell into the water. We'll go ahead and collect a bunch of this, because we're going to want lots of food. At least until we can get better food production up. So my hunger's already starting. That's no cool. That's no cool. Oop. Grab all of these. Now, if I want to unload this, what I do is I put this back in here, turn on the ME system, and I press the button. And boop, it's gone. And where did it go? It's inside here. It's now stored. What you want to be careful with is you don't want to, if you have something loaded in here, don't put another cell in here with stuff in it, because if you do that, you're going to overwrite your cell, and then you're going to get screwed. That's pretty much all I can say about that. This is new. Cool. Anyways, we are back on top. We're back on top. We have a basic reward bag we need to open, and we also need to grab this guy. This is Minechem. This is a pretty important mod for this mod pack, so it's pretty cool. So we got a microscope, which is apparently turned around backwards. This guy takes energy, so we're going to need to give it a little bit of power. I think this has some power on it. It does. But it will use it up pretty quickly. So we want to turn these things into sugar, I do believe. And what it's doing is it's decomposing those elements and sugar into sucrose, which is, as you're probably familiar, a component of sugar, I believe. Or it is sugar. One of the two. There's a reason why I did terrible in chemistry. So this gives you back, I think, about a half a hunger bar. It also gives you speed 2 for about 60 or 50 seconds or so. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. Let me turn this off. I don't want to be taking too much energy. There's also a wrench here, which isn't too bad. Pretty useful. Then, yeah, so we got that done. Let's open this reward bag. We have a standard reward. 1 electrum ingot. That's not what I was looking for, but it'll work. It's okay. Put that in there. Let me sort this actually. Okay. Next, we want to look at the next quest. So we did this. So we only need to make 1 sucrose, but we made a bunch anyways. There we go. Quest completed. We need to pick our reward. I'm gonna go with a chest because I think having nice chests early on is really helpful. So we have the inclusion chamber as well. We'll also get that as a reward. So we'll claim that. Sweet. Let's put these guys down. Boom. All right, we got some storage going on, and it's turning night again. Thankfully, we have a bed, or I have a bed, or we have a bed. I don't know if like most people say we or I when they're recording. A lot of people say we. I think it's something I've kind of gotten the habit into because it's a let's play, so it's all of us playing. But it still does feel weird sometimes to say, oh, we have a bed, or I have a bed. It changes. Guess it depends on the situation. Alright, let's pop open that book one more time. So the next the next quest is the inclusion chamber. Let's check this out. The inclusion chamber, bigger spatial cells can be used in the spatial I/O port in the middle of the observatory. The controls are located in the upper right quartz pillar, with both a switch to turn on the ME controller and a switch that's hooked up to the redstone P2P ports that connect to the I/O port. Reserving power is recommended. The inclusion chamber contains many resources that I can use to repair the station. There shouldn't be any disturbances in the chamber, ... So we need to get to this dirt container. And that is within the cell. Okay, this is a little bit different. Oh yes. Another handy thing is if you get spatial storage drives, you'll get a bunch of them. You definitely want to put them in there. Definitely want to put them there. So once again, same setup as before. In order to get something loaded into this chamber, we want to put something into the spatial I/O port, turn on the power to the controller, and then press the button. And we'll turn it right back off. And there we go. Got loaded in there. What was previously nothing is now definitely something. So we're going to dump all of these guys in here. Except for these. We're going to do something kind of fancy with these guys. Or will we? No, we won't. No, we won't. We're going to store all these, actually. I was thinking about doing something, but I changed my mind. Okay. Spatial controls. Right. So let's go into the inclusion chamber. Nice quartz place. Eat some of this so we can go a little bit faster. Okay, so here we are in the inclusion chamber. This is... Oop, I hear something. Some spiders. Dirt container visited. Nice. So we get to pick a shovel. Let's pick the green one. We get some leather pants. Leather pants. And a shovel. Pretty cool. What do we use the shovel for? Next chest. Digging for saplings. I guess we're digging up saplings. There should be a number of saplings buried in the compost pile along with bone meal if I'm lucky. So we need to dig up saplings and then apparently make a crafting bench. Okay. Or a crafting table. Whichever. Oh, there's one. Sweet. Okay, so we got some saplings. We got some bone meal. Whoop. We got the wood. We got the planks. And the crafting bench. Let's do that. Oh yeah, it's a crafting task. You actually have to craft it. I was thinking I could maybe grab one of the crafting benches over there, but it doesn't count because you actually have to physically craft it. Okay, there's another challenge here where we need to craft a wooden axe, a wooden pickaxe, and a wooden sword. Alright, let's do those things. Oh, let's see if we can do this here. Maybe. So yeah, if you're wondering, yes, I have played through this segment before in previous iterations. So this is definitely not my first playthrough of this, but it doesn't take very long before I get into areas where I've never played before. I don't know why it took like 3 times to decide that I was gonna do that, and I didn't even do it right. Wooden axe and a wooden sword is the last one. Okay. We get to pick one. We're going to go with oak saplings because they give apples. And that is the correct choice. There are wrong choices there. Don't let anybody tell you differently. There are wrong choices. Yeah, so anyways, that gets us a challenge. And we got 3 new challenges, or 4 new challenges unlocked. Let's go ahead and do this, and then I think we'll wrap up the episode after this. This challenge is turrets. Basically, there's another mod on here that allows you to create turrets. So if we put a dispenser on top of a fence post on top of cobblestone, it creates a turret, and these guys will fight mobs for us. Boop. Yeah, it's called utility mob, so that's pretty cool. Use a wood sword to kill it. There, it's dead. Woohoo! Awesome. We have a dispenser, some fences, some other things. A dispenser. Yep, so we killed the turret so we can claim our reward. So we get some stuff, including some guides on how to better use them. I hear things. Still hear things. Block golems. These guys, I think, are mobile crafting grids. If you place a skeleton head on top of a crafting bench or crafting table, you get this guy, and he follows you around. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. They can sometimes get stuck, so you have to, like, punch them. It's like right when they spawn in, they get stuck. But if you just give them a little punch, they're okay. Yep, so you can use them as a mobile crafting bench. Once again, we gotta kill this guy. And you get your crafting bench back. But not the head, unfortunately. So we'll claim reward. Not bad. To get the block back, I can simply kill it. I'm sure it doesn't have any feelings. Golems. With so many mobs around, I should make some bound souls to fight for me. 2 soul sands stacked on top of each other, and a pumpkin on top will summon one. They don't have any weapons, but I can give them both weapons and armor. So we have to put soul sand, 2 soul sand, and a pumpkin. So we have 2 soul sand here. We grab a pumpkin, put this on top, and it creates a bound soul. Where are you going? And yeah, you can give them weapons and armor, which is pretty cool. Hey, come here. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. And then they'll fight for you. Which is pretty cool, I think. And then the final challenge here is to kill the bounce soul. So we want to go ahead and kill him. Whoop. Whoop. He drops... Oh, gold. Wow. I wonder if it's a random drop. Because I would totally farm those guys if I could get away with it. It's not like soul sand's too hard to get. A lot easier to get than gold. Get some saplings. Yes, so we got that done. So it's going to give us some soul sand and another golem manual. So all of these guys can be upgraded, I believe. Or at least the turrets can. These are books. They'll all tell you how to do it, so not too bad. I don't remember. I think these are added by the mod. Anyways, that's about it, I think, for today's episode. We'll pick it up next time and move on to the next challenge, which is time to mine. We're going to go mining down below. Down below. Yeah, we'll check that out. For now, let me know what you guys think. Of course, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, go ahead and post them. And again, anything that is a concern or whatever, or you're having trouble getting the pack, or you have some questions about it, or you have a fix you want to post, you can either do that in the forum post or just leave a comment here, and I will definitely try to get back with you if I can. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Be doing more of this in the future. Until next time, then.